All right. Hey guys, I'm a little out of breath. So you know where I'm at. Today is Wednesday, so I am working from the office today in Virginia. So I'm heading home now. Heading home, not necessarily early because it's 2 o'clock. I normally get off at 3, but I got in early today because I had to take care of a project real quick for my boss and have it to him this morning so that he can have what he needs for his meeting. And so I got in early, an hour early, so I'm leaving an hour early basically. So yeah, today is Wednesday. Sorry guys, I'm trying to navigate, get out this damn parking garage without tearing up my truck and without hitting somebody else. So today is October, really? No. Today is December the 5th. I believe it's December the 5th. If not, I'll flash a correction. Today is either the 4th or the 5th. I think today is the 4th. Sorry. So it's December the 4th, 2019. And I am heading home for work, as I said. I just wanted to come on real quick and just give you all like just a small update. As you know, I have been this Cycle IUI Cycle 2, I have been testing using the Clear Blue digital reader because my fertility doctor wants that clear, like, yes, you're at your peak, rather than the strips where it's kind of like a guesstimation type of thing. So this is what's weird going on, guys. So I have been testing with the digital reader the last, so I was testing since cycle day 3, which I was still having my AF during that time, but I wanted to start trying to get a baseline because I hadn't used the digital reader and the one that is Bluetooth to your phone. I hadn't used that in a long time, like at all, like during this year at all. So it had to be last year sometime when I used it. So I wanted to kind of have the reader get a baseline for me. So I've been testing since cycle day 3, right? So, but when I test, even though I'm using the digital reader, I still use the strips because I want to see that difference, that contrast, to see if they say the same thing or if they're saying different things. So here's the weird shit, guys. So the reader that I had, so on December the 2nd, I started getting a high on the digital. So, you know, the digital flashes the smiley face when it's at high. When it's peak, it's solid. The smiley face is solid. So since the 2nd of December, I've been getting a high. It's been flashing every single day and multiple times a day. So I've been testing 2 or 3 times a day just to make sure that it is truly a high, right? So when I got the high on the 2nd, and then I ended up getting, so I had tested 3 times on the 2nd, and all 3 times I tested throughout the day, they were all 3 high. So I was like, I need to make sure that my reader isn't broken, because I've had that issue before where the reader to the Bluetooth version, for whatever reason, it just starts flashing high. It doesn't do anything else. It just flash high, high, high always. So it you know, it's broken for whatever reason. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go and buy the non-Bluetooth version reader, and I'm gonna test on both and the strip, just to make sure that this is truly a high. So the digital Bluetooth version says high, and then when I started testing on the non-Bluetooth version, it also, on yesterday, which was the 3rd, it also was trending high as well. So I tested 3 times yesterday on all 3 OPK methods: the Bluetooth Clear Blue, the regular Clear Blue, and the strip. So the 2 digitals came back as a high. For whatever reason, none of the strips whatsoever came back as a high. Like it's not even close to being a high. Like the line is so faint. It's like there's, according to the strip, there's no LH surge whatsoever. Which I know can't be true, because technically in a few days I will be ovulating. So my line should be getting darker, not being non-existent. So that is a little concerning, right? So what I did was yesterday, so since all of the strips for the last 3 days, the strips have been saying no LH surge, not even a hint of it. And I'm going to add in some clips of what those strips look like. No, not a hint of it whatsoever. So even though the 2 digital ones are coming back as high and it's still flashing, and the strip is saying nothing, I went and bought a 3rd digital non-Bluetooth Clear Blue, because I wanted to see if all of the Clear Blues are still going to be saying high and the strip is still saying nothing. So yesterday evening, probably around about, I want to say it was probably about 9 or 10 o'clock yesterday evening, I took the 3 digital, the Bluetooth and a non-Bluetooth, 2 non-Bluetooth Clear Blues, and I took the 1 strip. So that means 4 OPKs off the same urine, okay? The same urine sample, 4. All 3 of the Clear Blues came back as high. The smiley face is flashing. The strip is saying nothing. It is so faint, it's like it's non-existent. So I'm chalking that up to, 1, it's confusing because I'm not sure how the Clear Blue is picking up what's going on. 3 different ones, 3 different stores, bought at 3 different times, and all 3 of those are saying the same exact thing. But the test strips are saying nothing. Different test strips, different parts of the box. So I've taken one from the front of the box, one in the middle of the box, one in the back of the box, and all of those test strips are coming back nothing. All right? So I don't know if I have defective at this point test strips, because they have been working. They worked all my last cycle. I'm using the same exact ones from my last cycle. Because if you remember, I had a box of 100, I believe, and it was 20 pregnancy tests in there, the big box. I'll put a clip in of what that box looked like. So yeah, I'm going to put a clip in of what all of the Clear Blues have been saying, and then the test strips, and then yeah, so that's where we are. So I still have 2 more tests to do today. I have 1. So what I've been trying to do is test every 6 hours. So my last test was at 9 o'clock. So I should have taken a test already, but I can't because I'm driving. If I was still at the office, then I would have. But as soon as I get home, I'll take a test. So I'll take a test when I get home. And then the next test I'll take will be around 8 or 9 in the evening. Because what I'm trying to do is see if the digital gets to the peak. Because either tomorrow or Friday will be my IUI. Okay? So I'm trying not to be stressed about the situation, and I'm trying to not just check my homework, not just double check my homework, but I'm trying to triple check my homework to make sure that I don't miss my peak window. Okay, so that's one thing that's going on is this OPK testing this cycle is fucking bananas. Okay, it's bananas. And not just bananas, it's an expensive banana, okay? Because the digital clear blue that's Bluetooth to your phone, that is like 50 something bucks a box, right? The clear blue that is not digital, that is digital, but it is not Bluetooth, that can run you about 30 plus bucks, right? So just remember, I have 3 of those now. I have 3 of those wands. Okay? So just in OPK testing alone, just from purchasing those box, that's over $115, $120. Just for those 3 wands plus the strips or whatever. But then when you take into account that I'm taking 3 tests, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? How expensive this is getting? Which, believe me, I'm not complaining about the money, because as I said before, thank God I'm blessed to be able to do that. Because I could be in a real fucked up situation right now where all I have to rely on is the strips, and I'll be oblivious to what my LH levels really are. You know? Now I don't know if the strip is not picking up because of the level of fluids that I've been consuming, but it's no more than I normally consume. You know? And then I don't know if the vitamins that I've been taking, because remember, I've switched from the pills vitamins to the patches. I don't know if that has something to do with it, on why the strips are coming back with no reading. But again, it's weird that all the digital ones are picking it up, and the strip is not picking it up at all. So I am extremely blessed that I can afford to do it. But does she want to does she want to spend that kind of money when I could be spending my money, focusing my money on right now doing the IUI? Because going back, the IUI itself, to get that done is $300. Now right now, the first 3 cycles, as I said before, in other videos, the first 3 cycles I'm doing completely natural, non-medicated, and non-monitored. So the only monitoring that is being done is me and my OPK. So I can afford to purchase the digital strips and all of that stuff, because I'm not forking out a lot of money right now to pay for the IUI and the monitoring and all of that stuff. And hopefully IUI, I'm looking at it like IUI number 2, that's going to be the one. This cycle is my cycle where I'm going to get pregnant with my little one. So I'm going to pay whatever I need to pay in order to make that a reality, you know. So if my fertility doctor says that she rather me use the digital so that it is clear that I've reached my peak in my LH surge, then that's what she fixing to do, you know. So so I have enough strips, I have enough digital to keep testing the rest of this week on all 3 wands. And waiting for my peak. So that's one issue. That's not necessarily an issue, but it's something, you know, it's something. It's something that's going on. The other thing that's going on is now we're coming to the wire, because at any moment one of these OPKs could come back peak, and I still do not have my vial. I haven't purchased my vial. And if you can remember from the last IUI, that I have to put in my order 24 hours before picking it up. So I called my cryobank today to get the status on my claim of them replacing my vial, and she told me that the determination should come back on tomorrow. So with that being said, I'm still good, because if my determination is going to come back, and they're going to have to replace the vial anyway. I mean, because it is what it is. It didn't meet the guarantee, so they have to replace the vial. So when the determination come back and they have to replace my vial, I still have to place my order, which means that I put my order in tomorrow, which is Thursday. And let's say that I go peak. I go peak tonight, which I'm hoping and praying that I don't go peak tonight. But that means that that I would have to rush order them to give me. I had to rush order them for them to get my vial prepped so that I can go pick it up tomorrow before they close. I believe they close at 8 o'clock at night. So I will need to do a rush order for that. But if I don't get my peak until tomorrow, then I can call tomorrow and have them to prepare it, and then I can pick it up on Friday, because Friday I would get the IUI done, because once you get your peak, then you go in for your IUI the next day. So that's how that works. But if I get my peak tonight and I get my determination on my vial tomorrow, they would have to rush order that. So I go in there and pick it up. And then I would have to rush or hope and pray that one of the offices is open for me to go in to have my IUI sometime tomorrow evening. Or it would have to be like the ass crack of dawn Friday morning at the latest that I will be able to get that IUI done, because your egg drops 24 to 32 hours, I believe, hours after you get your peak. That is why it's so important for me to know when I get that peak, so I know where my countdown starts. That's why that's important for me to test as much, so I know when that countdown starts. So I'll know what kind of time I'm playing with, and being able to time when I need to go pick up my vial and time when I need to go, because it's not like that and everything happens. Like once I get the vial, I still, that same day, I still have to make the call to schedule for the IUI. And if you may remember from my last IUI, I called the Waldorf office. They didn't have any appointments. I called the Fairfax office. They didn't have any appointments. It was only at the Rockville office that they squeezed me in to get my IUI done. Because everything was so last minute. I had not expected to go peep the day before after testing on that day. And that's from me going with just focusing on taking the strips. So, God forbid that this cycle does not go through. But if it does, I will not be using the strips moving forward. I will stick with using the digital. And that's just for my own personal preference. I'm not switching strip brands. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm just going to use the digital, regardless of how much they cost. Because I'd rather have that certainty that yes, this is what it is, than not, and guesstimating. So there you go. So I wanted to give you all the update on that because again, this cycle is moving super fast, and I either could be having an IUI tomorrow or my IUI will be on Friday. And that's only if I get my peak. I may not even get my peak until Friday, which means that I would have to purchase my vial on Friday, get my vial on Friday, and schedule my appointment for the IUI for Saturday. And on the weekends, the only office that I can go to for the IUI is in Rockville, which is an hour plus away from where I live at. I'm on the other side of Maryland from Rockville. So, I'm not stressed. I'm anxious. And then on top of that, I feel really good about this cycle. I feel like I'm in a good place as far as being able to see this with certainty when my LH surge happens. So not only am I testing with the digital, and not only am I testing with the test strip, but I'm also doing my BBT as well, testing my BBT as well. So I'm tracking everything that I can track. Okay. So hopefully I get as close to my ovulation as possible. Hopefully the donor that I have selected, the vial that I get has the 10 million or more. Hopefully everything goes right this cycle. Not saying that anything went wrong in the last cycle outside of the vial not meeting the 10 million guarantee. It was only 4.7. But at the end of the day, it only takes one. It only takes one sperm to get to the egg. So I'm going to pray that one make it. I'm going to pray that I remain to be calm in this situation. And we're going to see what happens. I mean, that's basically all I can do. This video here is already 25 minutes long. I did not mean to go on a rant that long at all. Which means that I'm going to have to upload this video today in order for the IUI video to not be a fucking hour long. So I'm going to upload this video today, and then I'm going to include you know what? No, I'll include those. I'll include the OPK testing in the IUI video, just so I can go ahead and upload this. So guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Thank you very much to all of my subscribers who are returning. You all give me so much hope and courage, as I always say, to still remain transparent in this situation, in this process. And you know what I'm about to say? She said it all the time. Keep the faith. Stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.